Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast heading into this Thursday. Yesterday, it was a very hot day, upper 80s and low 90s for the area. Will be a little bit cooler today behind another frontal boundary that may spark off a few showers, even a brief thunderstorm this morning. Otherwise, we're more in the mid 80s for the area. There may even be a few spots in the low 80s, but we'll have a northerly wind at about 5 to 15 miles per hour with wind gusts around 20. Here's a look at some of those pop-up showers, mainly south of I-70 for the morning hours. Otherwise, we will have mainly dry conditions for the afternoon, and we'll have sunny skies as well. So any afternoon or evening plans that you have today, good to go. Morning, especially if you're south of I-70, just be aware. Don't expect any severe weather. Lightning would be the only hazard. If there even is any lightning, it may just be rain, but just be aware of that. Otherwise, we'll continue with clear skies tonight. I think many spots actually cool down in the 50s tonight, and then we'll have mostly sunny skies, and temperatures tomorrow will be very similar to yesterday, but it's going to depend on how quickly clouds increase and rain develops. This model has it coming in a little bit quicker than some of our other computer models, even as early as about 2 o'clock. Some isolated showers beginning to develop and continuing into the afternoon. So this does indicate more isolated afternoon activity compared, compared to a lot of our other computer models. A lot of the other computer models have these storms holding off until after sunset, showing up here around 11 o'clock. So that's going to be something to watch out for timing with tomorrow's storms. But I do expect the heaviest and more widespread rainfall to come in after sunset. Whether or not we get pop-up showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon or not, it would be isolated activity in the afternoon, not widespread like it would be at night. So just take that with what you will. Through 6 o'clock, not a whole lot of rainfall, but once we get into the evening hours and through 1 a.m., now we start to enter in a lot of rainfall to the area. And here's probably a computer model that is maybe trending more towards what I think is actually going to happen. Again, not much through 4 o'clock, maybe some isolated activity around 5, 6 o'clock across the area, but monitoring Nebraska for those storm development by about this time at 6 o'clock on Friday. And that will be pushing through the area as we head into the evening hours. So again, Friday evening, if you have plans, adjust them. Have a plan B. It's looking like we could have a decent amount of heavy rainfall pushing through the area. A lot of it may be out even before sunrise. And so that means, I think Saturday for the most part will be dry. It just depends on how much clouds we'll have. And then we'll be keeping an eye on another round of storms developing Saturday night. It's going to depend on where the front ends up being Saturday night. It could end up being far enough south to where most of the storms stay out of our viewing area. But if it's a little bit farther to the north, that indicates a little bit higher probability there may be a few isolated showers and thunderstorms Saturday night. I think the evening should be okay. It's going to be late evening into the overnight periods, and I think Sunday will be okay too. But obviously, keep checking back in for updates. That is certainly subject to change. Quick check of our severe weather outlook. A slight risk in north central Kansas. Marginal risk elsewhere for a hail and wind risk. And then as we get into Saturday, mainly in our far southern communities, but certainly down in southeastern Kansas and southern Kansas for that marginal risk of severe weather. Flooding. That's going to be the primary threat for Friday night. I don't think it's going to be a widespread flash flood event. There just may be some localized flooding. It's going to come through fairly quickly, but it's going to come through with some heavy rainfall. Temperature-wise, mid to upper 80s for Thursday and Friday, low to mid 80s for the weekend and early next week, and then starting to warm back up for the second half of the work week with another opportunity for showers and thunderstorms Tuesday into Tuesday night. Quick check of our long-range computer models on rainfall over the weekend. Again, the European model has the rain mainly in our southern communities and southeastern Kansas, mainly for Saturday night. And the GFS, give it a second, sometimes for whatever reason, okay, there we go. It does show that, again, a little bit farther to the north with some of that rainfall. So it's going to be something to watch out for. And then a quick check of our extended outlooks. We do indicate the probability of drier than normal conditions in the 6 to 10 day outlook. And other than that, we'd get back into the above average category in the 8 to 14 day outlook, and we kind of see that a little bit as we get into the 7 and 8 day period. Temperatures getting close to 90. We may stick with those above average temperatures as we head into Friday and potentially into the weekend. A little bit of uncertainty with long range models on that though, so we'll continue to keep an eye on it. But again, don't be surprised by rain this morning. I put that in there. That was not in the forecast over the past several days. Just got a quick one this morning. Afternoon will be dry, no problem. And then we'll keep an eye on potential afternoon activity tomorrow, but I think a lot of the storms will end up occurring as we get closer to the 7, 8 o'clock hour at the earliest, and then certainly after sunset into the overnight periods. Have a great day.